you're trying to make a change for BABW, or you're just looking for what is this kind of environment?
No, no, I mean, like actually I recently heard about the SAP HANA, the in-memory database.
Yes.
I mean, even the one of the product I worked is the Sybase IQ.
Sybase IQ is the replica of HANA.
Yeah, so that's one dragged into me to the SAP product. Then, I mean, quite honestly, just a couple of months ago, I got learned about the BA and BW, and then when I explored a couple of documents, and then I thought, okay, maybe it's into the business intelligence, so maybe I can explore the options.
Okay.
Just trying to switch my career into SAP.
For those, yeah, Ramesh.
I'm just trying to switch my career into SAP.
Okay.
Till now, non-SAP candidate. Yeah.
Right. One thing, let me tell you, Ramesh. For all HANA requirement, BABW is mandatory.
Yeah, I think that's one pulled into this course. Yeah.
Yes. If you're finding any requirement for HANA, like let's say for example, they'll be asking only minimum experience on HANA, but max experience on BABW area.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds
so like BW 3 years, HANA 1 year max. Max people are asking for HANA 1 year. BW 4 years, HANA 6 months, something like that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Right. So anyhow, let me tell you, I just want to give you a little information. Right. So first of all, let us start with exact naming. Is it BW or BAW or BA? Let me tell you, this is all with respect to different set of versions. This is all with respect to different set of versions like 1.x, different namings with respect to different set of versions. 1.x, 2.x, and 3.0a, 3.0b, 3.1c, 3.5, and 7.0, 7.2, 7.3, and latest one 7.4. These are the versions related to BABW. Till 3.x, it was known as, I'll share this notepad later to you, don't worry. Till 3.x, it was known as Business Warehouse or Business Information Warehouse. In 7, by adding some additional formatted reporting tools, SAP had changed the naming convention. SAP had changed the naming to Business Intelligence. But what happened in the year 2008? SAP acquired Business Objects. In the year 2008, SAP acquired Business Objects, which is purely a business intelligence tool. After acquiring Business Objects, they renamed SAP BI back to Business Warehouse. SAP Business Warehouse. If you want to know the exact name, this is SAP NetWeaver Business Warehouse. So what is NetWeaver and all? We'll be talking about that later. So as of now, just keep in mind it is SAP Business Warehouse. So the exact name we should be using SAP Business Warehouse. In the usage, people are making it as BA, SAP BA. So if they're talking about SAP BA, they're referring to still SAP Business Warehouse. And from in the version 7.3 and 7.4, SAP BW can supports HANA database as well. So what is this? Let me explain you. There are many SAP applications which I'll be giving you in the coming sessions, like SAP ERP, SAP CRM, SAP BW, SAP SCM. Like this, there are many SAP applications. For every SAP application backend, we should have a database. Either it is any SAP Pro database. It could be Oracle, it could be SQL Server, it could be MaxDB, like this. Right. So first the database should be installed, and on top of that the application is going to be installed. Right. So these are all conventional database systems where the data is stored in terms of rows, and even the data retrieval is going to be in terms of rows only. And in the future, this is the current scenario. This is the current scenario. Today's scenario, you can say most of the systems, they are running on conventional database. In the future, all these databases, they are going to be replaced with, all these databases can be replaced with an in-memory database that is called HANA, where the storage is row-wise as well as column-wise. Data is stored in terms of rows as well as columns. Major change in the performance. Since the retrieval can be row-wise as well as column-wise, the data retrieval can be row-wise as well as column-wise, especially the query reading performance. With respect to query reading performance, there are going to be drastic changes. Like a query running for hours, if it is conventional database, if it is HANA database, it can give you the response in seconds. That much change is going to be there in the performance. So the hybrid database, you can say it as HANA is an in-memory hybrid database. These are all conventional database machines where the data is stored in terms of rows. But here it is stored in terms of rows and columns, and even it is going to retrieve the data in terms of rows and columns. And already some of the products available in the market with HANA database. That's what I was telling you. BW with HANA is available already in market. BW with HANA is available in the market, and CRM with HANA is available in the market. Still, it's going to support your conventional database machines. It's not compulsory to go for HANA database since it requires separate hardware configurations. So still, it's going to support your conventional database. So SCM with, not sure, SCM with HANA is not it, but ERP Business Suite with HANA is there in the market. Like this. Some of the applications are already available with HANA database. So here, if you go to this market information, I just want to show you. You can see here. So as of Q4 2011, 16,000 systems running on SAP BW with conventional database. And as of Q1 2013, let me put it here. As of Q1, quarter 1, 2013, 18,000 systems running on SAP BW with conventional database, with normal database, row-wise databases, and they could be migrated with, all these systems could be migrated to HANA database. So that is the statistics given by SAP itself. This statistical data is given by SAP itself. And if you want to say, I was telling you some version information. So if you want to see that version information, you can see this is the version information. So release dates, every version release dates, and end of the mainstream maintenance, in the sense SAP used to support every application for some time, every release for some time. After that, even they used to support, but it's going to be a little costly. That is known as extended maintenance or extended support. If you look at this 7.3 released on May 2011, will be supported by SAP till May 2016. So these are the different versions, their release dates, and end of the mainstream maintenance. So I'm just trying to say different version informations, different versions, and how the current systems are there, and how the future systems are going to be placed like this. So, is that clear? Anybody? Any questions?
This is Ramesh. I got a question.
Yeah.
See, just going back to the SAP with various conventional databases, Oracle, SQL Server, or MaxDB. I mean, does SAP enforce has its own DB for the SAP products to use?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, Ramesh.
Okay.
It depends on your application system also sometimes. It depends, like let's say your OLTP system is there, Oracle, you can go on with Oracle. Why to go for some other database? There are some database compatible issues, right? So
Okay.
database connectivities and all, it's going to be very easy when you're using same database.
Okay, so that's right. So SAP doesn't enforce or anything like that.
It cannot enforce the customer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Any more? Anybody else? Right. So let's go on to so this is the version information. Now let me give you what is SAP BW. I just want to tell what is SAP BW. So what do you think, Gaurav? What is SAP BW?
Like as the name suggests, it's a business warehousing, but somewhat related to warehousing with the reporting functionalities.
Okay. One is warehouse, the other one reporting. Okay, very good. Okay, anything else?
Now it's an intellectual system used for analytical data processing to help the decision making. So
okay, I think it's a business intelligence system, Ramesh. BA system. So let me put it like this. It is an enterprise data warehouse with ETL and BA platforms. So different areas. It is an enterprise data warehouse with ETL and BA platforms. Let me explain. There are different new words to you. One is warehouse, the other one ETL, the other one BA. So let me explain one by one. So I'll go in detail. Don't worry, I'm just trying to outline just to make you, and there are some new guys, so I need to make them comfortable. So I'm talking about warehouse. Warehouse is a storage in simple words. What is it we are storing? Data. From where we are getting? From the applications. So that's what I mean to mention. It is the collection, storing, and maintenance of historical, and of course even we can maintain real-time business data. So more of warehouse is meant for storing the historical data. It is a collection, storing, and maintenance of historical and real-time data from applications like, could be sales, it could be inventory, it could be purchasing, or maybe the business application, purchasing, it could be production, etc. So it is the collection, storing, and maintenance of historical and real-time business data. So there are some lengthy definitions like subject-oriented, non-volatile, like this. There are many things in simple words, just making you It is a collection, storage and maintenance of historical and real-time data, and this data is always from different business applications. Whatever the business areas are there with respect to business, all the business areas data is going to be stored in the warehouse. Technically, if you talk about the application system, can be SAP applications and non-SAP application systems. SAP application systems and non-SAP application systems. SAP apps, like it could be ERP data. Most of the time in the line we are going to collect data from ERP system. Like even if business is there with CRM, the CRM data should be collected also. If somebody is there from CRM background, so this CRM data again it is collected to BW, and whatever reports that are required by CRM should be generated by using this BW only. Could be SCM. And when it comes to non-SAP systems, business is not there with only SAP environment. It is there with the business enterprise system landscapes. Can be varied landscapes. In one country SAP landscape, in other country some other landscapes, depending on their business suitabilities and all. So non-SAP systems, like let's say for example database system, let's say DB2. So it could be some XML systems, it could be some file system, something like Excel or Notepad, something like this. So what are the system? From all these systems we are going to upload the data to, we are going to collect and store the data in the warehousing system. So this is your first point, just to tell you. We'll go in detail related to that, how the data is going to be moved and all. Now talking about second point, ETL. What is ETL? Anybody?
Extraction,
ETL.
transformation and loading.
Okay, extraction, transformation, nothing but manipulation of the data as per the business demands. This is the major criteria as part of ETL job. Just manipulating the data, transforming the data as per the business demands. Major criteria for the ETL. Transformation and data
Loading.
So using ETL, we can upload the data from application system to data warehousing system. So if you look at our system architecture, let me show you. And you can see here, from SAP as well as non-SAP applications, using ETL, the data is loaded to data warehouse. We are going to upload data to data warehouse. So there are, if it is SAP environment, there are different extractors. We used to say, what is the extractor and all, I'll be telling you, don't worry. So what is the basic objective behind ETL? So that the transactions, real-time operations are there in your SAP or non-SAP systems. From these systems, with the help of ETL, the data is loaded to data warehouse. Just simply uploading the data from application system to data warehouse. I'll go in detail related to that, don't worry, just to tell you what is what. So next one, BA system, also known as OLAP system, online analytical processing systems. Online analytical processing system, or you can say it as decision support system. It is a reporting system which generates the required reports as per the business demands. Let's say for example, I'm running business B. I got some business B which is there with some modules like sales, could be there with inventory, could be there with purchasing, production, etc. It doesn't matter what or maybe the system. For every business application, there are some roles. Like if you take out sales, the common business role, sales manager. If you take out inventory, the inventory managers. If you take out purchasing, purchase managers. For every business application, there are some positions, you can say business roles or business people, production manager like this. What is their job? What is the sales manager job? Always is concerned with sales of the organization. His decision making is always with respect to sales. Take out a purchasing manager. He's always concerned with purchasing decisions of the organization. So in the process of decision making, the business roles require some information. Like if you take out a sales manager, let me tell you like this. Take out a sales manager, he's always concerned with sales. And assume that he's taking a decision regarding next quarter sales. Assume that this guy is taking a decision regarding next quarter sales, and before taking up this, he does require some information like what is the last quarter actuals, otherwise what is the last 6 months actuals, otherwise what is the last 12 months, otherwise what is YTD, previous year YTD, what is the variance, like this. Business requires some information which can be given in the form of reports. Which can be given in the form of reports or generated. They're all generated using BA systems. In simple words, it is a reporting system which generates the required reports as per the business demands. It is a reporting system which generates the required reports as per the business demands. So I just want to make it clear, SAP BW system is an enterprise data warehouse which is going to collect and store the data from SAP as well as non-SAP systems. So in order to transfer the data, it has got some ETL and it has got a BA platform. Look at this now. So BW, this is your BW system architecture. You can see there is something called data warehousing, and there is something called ETL, and there is something called BA platform. There is something called BA platform. So one by one we'll go in detail, but before that I just want to tell you some data warehouse terminology. I want to give some data warehouse terminology. So with respect to non-SAP systems, I'll tell you, then the same I'll correlate to BW system. So I just want to go on with some data warehouse terminology. I want to tell you OLTP, ETL, data warehouse, BI, publish. So what is what? What is what? Let me explain you. The first one, OLTP. So I need not to tell you what is the objective of this. Online transaction processing system, otherwise you can say it as application system, or you can say it as operational system. What is the basic objective behind this? Why business has to go on with some OLTP system? Using this, we can maintain real-time business operations. Take out a multinational business, you're going to have millions of transactions. Like let's say for example take out sales. Say for example take out sales, millions of transactions if it is a multinational business. Take out Walmart, retail, we'll be having millions of transactions, so you cannot keep on fingertips, right? So all these transactions should be maintained in some system. Let's say take out ATM transactions, banking application, take out ATM transactions. So take out, let's say for example, city like Hyderabad, let's say, how many transactions you're going to have. So take out, let's say for example, some manufacturing organizations. So how many purchasing transactions they'll be having. So all these application transactions, each and every transaction should be maintained in some system, nothing but application system. It is nothing but application system. The system can be any system, SAP or non-SAP system. So the first point I'm trying to say, either SAP or non-SAP system, we are having real-time data. We are having real-time data, and these systems, they're optimized for transaction insert and update. That's it. A transaction is inserted, a transaction is updated. That's it, nothing else. Only these systems, they're just optimized for transaction insertion and transaction updation. But any kind of report requires a lot of data aggregation. So what is that aggregation and all, I'll tell you. So the first point I'm trying to explain, the real-time systems could be SAP as well as non-SAP, and they're optimized for only transaction insertion, transaction updation. That's it. Now let's say for example I got a sales manager who is asking about last 24 months sales trends. So he's asking about 24 months data, which is historical data. So this real-time data max, if you take out, it is max for a period of 6 months. It is just for a period of 6 months. Real-time systems. But here, the business decision making is always dependent on historical data like this. The business decision making is always dependent on historical data like this. So now itself I told you, in order to maintain historical data, you need to have some other system, that is data warehousing system, which is meant for storing the historical data. Maybe up to 20 years also we can store the historical data, but normally in the decision making, latest 5 years of data is going to be useful. It depends on the organization. If it is consumer goods, maybe latest 2 or 3 years, that's it. If it is manufacturing, latest 10 years of data. So in the process of decision making, always business is dependent on historical data. So the historical data is maintained under warehousing system. That's what I was telling you. We can maintain historical data, maybe up to 20 years, which I was telling you, depends on data volumes and all. But normal in the decision making, latest 5 years of data is going to be used. So but here I was telling you the transaction is getting inserted in application system. So from this particular system, from the application system, I need to transfer data to data warehouse. For that, we are supposed to use something called ETL. For that, we are supposed to use something called ETL. ETL. Now I'm talking about, so as I told you, extraction, transformation and data loading. So what is the basic objective behind this? Using ETL, we can transfer data from application system to data warehousing system. Either way is possible. If it is really required, we can transfer data from data warehouse to application system. If it is non-SAP environment, there are different ETL tools. Means again you need to go for separate ETL licensing. So like let's say for example Informatica, one ETL tool. data stage on ETL tool, business objects, data services, ab initio, like this. If it is non-SAP environment, we need to go on with some ETL tools. But BA BW has got its own ETL. It is not dependent on any third-party ETL. It is not dependent on any third-party ETL. But when it comes to non-SAP systems, they are dependent on some ETL tools. Right. So now, with the help of ETL, the data is transferred to data warehouse. But we need to generate a report like this. So that's where, on top of warehouse, we can deploy a BA system. On top of warehouse, we can deploy a BA system, using which, what is the purpose of BA system I was telling you? Generating reports. So keep in mind, it's not the two-dimensional report, it is multi-dimensional reports. Talking about next, BA systems. Using BA systems, we can generate multi-dimensional reports. It's not the two-dimensional. I'll tell you what is a multi-dimensional report as part of our schema discussions. We have a concept called schema. We'll be talking about these schemas in the coming sessions. All this I'll be telling you in the coming sessions. So I'm just trying to give you the basic information. So using this, we can generate multi-dimensional reports. That's what I was telling you. After generating the report, we need to publish the reports to business users. There is another activity called publishing. BI systems, nothing but business intelligence. So using BI systems, we are generating the reports. But for whom we are generating the report? For the business. Means to say, the report that is created by the developer should be reached to the business user. The report that is created by the business should be reached to the business. Like, let's say I'm the developer here in Hyderabad. I'm generating a report. For the user is there in Chicago. Means to say, the report that is created by me should reach to the business user who is there in Chicago. Simple example, when you book a ticket online, what is that? You're getting some mobile alert, you're getting some email alert, right? Like this. Even you can take a printout of that. So all this is nothing but publishing. Using this, we can distribute the reports to the business users, printer, portal, email, mobile, etc. So wherever it is required really, so that's what publishing. So normally the publishing is part of BA itself. Publish, or you can say it as distribute to printer, portal, email, mobile, etc. So this is the simple terminology which I want to explain. So SAP BA BW has got different features, which has got warehousing, which has got BI and publishing, and even ETL. Even ETL. Now, if you look at this system, any questions, anybody? Pramod? Any question?
BW, like, the ETL work is also the responsibility.
Yes.
Yeah. The ETL part is also included in the developer's role.
So we have 3 different jobs, Pramod. So SAP BW consultant has got a data modeling job.
Hello.
Nothing but, yeah, can you hear me, Pramod? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Yes.
SAP BW has got data modeling role, nothing but designing of this warehouse. We are supposed to design master table, we are supposed to design ODS, this is info queue, PS, everything. And
Okay.
after designing, we have got ETL job also. That's where one single license, all the,
Oh.
that's what we have ETL, and we have one more BA platform also. The BA platform, if you look at this, Business Explorer. We have all the three jobs, Pramod. It's not only one job.
Okay. Okay.
So if it is MicroStrategy, maximum of BA.
Yeah, it's of BI.
Only max BA. Even the design and all need not to worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. The separate team will be there.
Yes, architects and all.
Mm.
We have all the three jobs. Modeling jobs, ETL from SAP, majorly we are going to concentrate, as well as BA also. Right, any question, Gaurav? Is that clear, Pramod?
I'm clear.
Yeah, Gaurav.
No, no questions so far.
Right. Anything, Ramesh? Mohammed, any question? Ramesh. Ramesh, any question?
No, fine with me. Go on, no questions.
Yep. Mohammed, any question? You can drop a message, Mohammed, if you're finding difficulty to speak out. Rama, any questions? Not sure, Rama? You can just drop the messages. Now this is your system architecture. So which I'll start discussing this in the next session. If you look at this I'll give you some overall idea. See, from SAP as well as non-SAP systems, using ETL, we are loading data to warehouse. But before uploading this, we need to design the data model application wise. Like with respect to sales, designing master table, DS1, info queue, and DSA. With respect to inventory, designing this. With respect to purchasing, designing this. So for designing all this, we have a designer here. You can see there is some workbench. This is old workbench, and in 7 we have latest workbenches, data warehousing workbench, I'll tell you. And there is some metadata, which is automatically generated metadata. And look at this, there is some BA platform. We have a BA platform, that is Business Explorer. Everything I'll go in detail. Every aspect I'll give you all the clear information, need not to worry. So where exactly BO is going to come into BW area, everything I'll explain you. So if you're having any more questions, I'll handle. And I'll take up this architecture. It's going to take out a 1 hour session. The system architecture 1 hour session. I'll continue in the next session. This is a complete architecture where I'll give you a complete overall view with respect to BW. Hyperion is a BA system, Mohammed. Hyperion is a BA system. It has got planning also. HFM, Hyperion Financial Management System, which has got some planning as well as BA also, reporting. Yeah, Mohammed. Similar to that, Hyperion BA is also there. Which module Hyperion and BA BW mean to say? Hyperion, I don't think so. You have ETL, and even I don't think so. It's going to support your warehousing features. SAP BA BW is a warehouse, ETL and BA. But when it comes to Hyperion, I don't think so it's going to do any ETL. I don't think so it's going to do any, it's going to store any data. It is just mere a BA platform. Right, anybody else?
Yeah. You know what is BO?
Business objects is a business intelligence tool. So we have here there is BA platform, right? You can see here.
Yeah.
Business Explorer. So it doesn't store the data. It doesn't have any ETL. Again, ETL tool is there, but it is a separate licensing. So BO is just a BA platform. That's what I was telling you, Mohammed. So at least next 3-4 years, you'll not be having any problem with the BA BW. And whatever the technology change is going to happen with respect to HANA only. So in the near future, maybe after 3-4 years, people slowly they'll be migrating towards HANA. But for HANA, as of now, for learning HANA, all the HANA requirements, they are going to be complete only with the BA BW. Wherever people are asking for HANA, they should be asking for BW first, then HANA next. BA and BO, BW and BO, see I told you now, BW has got a BA platform. BO is also a BA platform. It's not a mere similar, you can say it as Pramod. BO is a BA platform, and again SAP BW has got BA platform. You can see here.
Okay.
I'll make the comparison. Let me complete the architecture, then I'll start comparing with respect to BO also.
Okay.
Right, no? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine, okay. Jan 25th. Little tough task, but you need to join a few other sessions, Mohammed. You need to join a few other sessions.
Sriram, by when can we expect this course to end?
This is a complete course which is designed for 2 months.
Okay. So 2 months means February end.
Yeah, somewhere February and yes.
Okay. Okay. Will we be doing any project work or like project of
scenario oriented? I'll tell you.
Okay. And report generation also. Will we be doing the report generation?
Come again, Gaurav.
Will we be generating reports as well?
Report? I didn't get you.
Yeah, I said, will we be generating the reports in this course?
Yeah. We are supposed to generate that as part of our BA platform. We'll be doing that. We have a BA platform. If you look at this, there is some BA platform. What is this?
Business Explorer.
Business Explorer. What is Business Explorer? A BA platform. What is the purpose of BA platform? Generating the report.
Okay, generating the report. Okay.
Yep.
So all FI, LO, COPA, everything.
Everything I'm going to cover up. I'll give you the course content and all. You can speak to the concerned person. No? Like whoever is speaking. I'll give the course content. I think Manohar is having that. You can speak to him.
Okay. So we'll get in touch with Manohar for the course content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I think some does BA syntax coding for the report. No select statements we are going to write. We don't write any select statements. No coding. Of course, little coding will be there as part of ETL. All system generated SQL by using when you're going on with Query Designer, so the system is going to generate in the backend SQL. We don't write any single select statement. Okay. Anything else? Anybody?
Yeah.
1 second. Yep. Somebody's trying to speak.
Yeah, this is Pramod.
Yeah, Pramod.
What is the time, like, you have scheduled for this batch kind of thing, so that, daily at what time? You please give me the Indian timing so that, I can think
Yeah,
on that.
I'll update to Manohar Pramod. I think
Yeah, sure.
you can get in touch with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one last question, Sriram, will you be having class 5 days a week or 7 days a week?
It's going to be 5 days a week.
5 days a week, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sriram, I've got a question.
Yeah.
See,
Ramesh.
to start as a BA or BW consultant, like a modeling or ETL or whatever the role. I mean, this is broadly as a BA consultant. So what would be the requirement? Is just learning BA, BW is sufficient, or do we need to learn any other tools like BO or any SAP products?
Even if you look at HANA, even learning HANA will not serve your purpose, right? You need
Unmuted.
HANA
Muted.
business objects only, right, Ramesh?
Yeah. No, I'm just
Right.
asking about the BA consultant, not going to HANA, okay?
That's what even I'm same trying to mention. So to increase your scope, to enhance your scope levels, job levels, I mean to mention, learning business objects is always advisable.
Yeah. Okay. Any other tool? I mean, which we are not aware. That's the
Not
question.
as of now. You don't require. Concentrate on 2 areas. One is BW, the other one business objects. This is a separate curriculum, which is not part of your BA BW curriculum.
Okay. What's about the core products like the modules, the MM or FICO? Do we need
Not
to?
required at all.
All right. I mean,
We simply we are going to have the data, Ramesh, and we are going to pull up the data, and we are going to generate in the BW system. We are going to generate all the reports.
okay. I mean, we don't need to learn.
No, not required at all.
All right. But do we have to have the awareness, or like, because you need to?
The awareness is required.
What
But
is-
I'll give you that information with respect to that.
Oh,
How the business process is going to be with respect to the applications, I'll tell you. Don't worry, Ramesh.
okay. Yeah.
How a sales document is processed, how a purchasing document is processed.
Yeah.
I'll
Thank
take
you.
care of that. Yeah. Right. Yep. Anybody else?
Sriram, will we be will you be giving us the overview of BO as well?
No, actually, I'm not taking Gaurav. See, I'll make the comparisons. Whenever there is some comparison, I'll give the comparison. So BO is a separate curriculum which will be taking around 30 hours session.
Okay.
That is a separate curriculum.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And how much? How much hours is needed for this BW?
How much?
How many hours are needed for this BW?
It's going to be around 55 to sometimes 50 to 55 hours, sometimes 55 to 60 hours. It depends on the people how they are responding.
Okay, fine. And we'll be getting the server access and everything, right?
Yeah, Manohar will take care of that.
Okay, fine.
The access and all, you can do all the practice. Yep. Mohammed, see, I told you now in the beginning itself, we have the 3 different roles. One is designing the warehouse, nothing but data modeling, then uploading the data, then generating the reports. So it depends on implementation. See, the project is divided in terms of implementation, support, upgrade, and migration. I'll clearly mention what's your implementation job, so what's your support job, and if it is upgrade and migration, what's the BA BW consultant job, I'll take care. Right. So anybody else? Any other questions? So every day the session is going to be like this. First of all, I'll take care of your doubts, then I'll move on to the topic. It's going to be complete, you can say complete knowledge, a complete BA BW consultant. It's going to support up to 5 years. 4 to 5 years, like a BW technology consultant, you can make. So So that's all for today, and we'll continue in the next session.
So next session would be on Monday or tomorrow?
It's not tomorrow, it is on Monday. And
Okay.
regarding the timing and all, we'll get in. We'll get in. Just get in touch with Manohar.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, Rama, I'll talk to you. Just get in touch with your concerned party, Rama. I'll share this notepad in the next session.